This is Friends of the Program, where sports, culture, and creativity collide. From the courts to the boardroom, we dive deep into the game. The music, the movies, the culture, and the moves that shape the world. Whether it's the latest in hoops, hip-hop, classic crime flicks, or the hustle behind the scenes, we've got you covered. Get ready to be inspired, entertained, and motivated. This is more than a podcast. It's our lifestyle.
Yo, what up, my people? What is good? Welcome back, Friends of the Program, Season 3, Episode number 25. 24 of them in the books, man. I got with me today. He's like the mayor. Like, this dude is everywhere in the AV, and especially out here in Lancaster. My boy Panchito, AV Alta. My brother, thank you for making it out, man.
Thank you, brother.
I know I've been trying to get you on here for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, and every time it's like, oh, man, I'm here. I'm doing this. And I get it, man. It's a, you know, for those that don't know, AV Alta's new soccer team, professional soccer team out here in the AV, specifically in Lancaster. You guys are going to be playing in the old Jethawks Stadium, right? Which, by the way, looks amazing now, man. That thing looks crazy. How you doing, my brother, man? Thank you for making it. Thank you for making it out, man.
Episode 25.
Episode 25,
wow.
My brother.
That's an honor.
It is, man. And you know, I've said it before plenty of times, man. Like, I didn't see myself doing 5 of them. You know, this is not like something that I always wanted to do. It just kind of happened, you know. But I'm happy it did. You know, I've had some great guests, and yeah, man, I just like and enjoy, you know, shining a light on my guests, man, and what they do. So yeah, here we are, man, number 25, my brother. How you doing, man? Everything good?
I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed to be here with you guys today. Like you said, it's been in the books for a while now. So I'm blessed to be here. Talk about life, talk about Alta, talk about just anything, bro, and my updates about the team, updates about you as well. So yeah, thank you for having me.
Man, no doubt. Before we get into, you know, AV Alta, right? Because I know a lot of people want to know about that. Like, how did this even happen for you? Did you let's go even back. Are you a soccer player?
I am. Okay. I am a diehard soccer fan and a retired soccer player. Okay. You know, I think I always tell individuals that soccer was a tool for me to help me achieve my goals and my dreams. Okay. Right. Growing up, I was the type of kid that was really I didn't like to stay still. You know, I caused my parents a lot of trouble, a lot of headaches. Yeah. I caused my school a lot of headaches as well. Yeah. And the reason why I started to play soccer is because back in the day, my parents are you know, low income, amazing people. They had my sisters when they were 15 years old. Oh, man. They had me at age 18, and then my other brothers at age 21 and 30.
Young parents.
So, yeah, young parents, bro. Yeah. And my parents are from the rancho, too. So when I was growing up, I was the first boy.
That's some amazing food right there.
Yeah, right? Amazing food, amazing culture, everything, bro.
Yeah, man.
But I was, like, so into that culture, right? Like caballos, botas, sombreros.
Where were you born?
I was born here. Okay. I was born in Sun Valley. So shout out to A1A area.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was raised there up until I was 8 years old. And then I moved to the Antelope Valley. But when I was in San Fernando Valley, I used to wear my boots to school. And one time, my teacher got me mad. And so I took out my boot and threw it at her.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. And so I got expelled. And they're like, we don't want this kid come back to school. Damn. And then they told my parents he cannot wear his boots anymore. Like, he needs to wear his shoes, you know, and come.
Yeah, properly. Those boots are pointy, man.
So my dad was like, I need to put this kid, you know, in a sport. So he went to this park. Back then it was called a week set. I think it was by Lancashire, like what's called the street.
Oh, Lancashire.
Yeah.
On Lancashire, yeah.
And it was fields full of dirt.
I seen those. Aren't they the ones by the freeway?
By the freeway.
By the freeway. I seen those.
Yeah. So if you play there, you're a baller, right? All the folks who grew up in the valley,
they play right there. Yeah, on Sundays. Yeah, Saturday and Sundays.
Literally Monday to Friday to Sunday.
Yeah, right.
And that's why the grass could never grow because people
always on it.
Yeah. So I grew up playing there, bro. Even when I moved out here, I would still play down there in the valley. And that's how I started to play soccer. Moved out here. A local club called AV Sharks found out about me because my sister was also playing for Sharks now here in the AV. So shout out to Leo Cardona. He told my parents, you know what, like I will sponsor this kid, let him just play with the club.
Right.
So that was my first time getting exposed to club soccer and travel soccer. So I started playing club soccer when I was 8 years old, all the way to 18, right before college. And I did that throughout my whole career. I was blessed enough to be the first one, to be part of the first team in Antelope Valley to win State Cup, Regionals, and Nationals.
Nice.
So back then, now currently, it's like a whole bunch of different leagues and like tournaments. Back then, there were just pretty much one league, which is called Coast Soccer League, right? And there was like bronze all the way to Premier. And there was 2 different kind of tournaments, State Cup and Nationals locally. For us, we were sober. We participated in the State Cup. And so we won State Cup. I remember when we won that championship, the crowd, it was amazing, bro. We played at the complex here in Lancaster.
Oh, okay.
So because it was a local game, a lot of folks heard about it and they pulled up.
Yeah.
And it was amazing seeing the whole
you guys
crowd
played
there.
In the good fields on the other side.
Yeah, on the other side, bro.
Right, yeah.
And when we won, the whole freaking community member just started rushing the field, bro, hugging us, throwing up in the air. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But we created history, right? We're the first team in the AV to win State Cup, Regionals, and Nationals. So we were like one of the best teams in the country.
Damn.
Throughout our journey, I got scouted.
When was this? How long ago?
That was back in before entering my high school years.
Oh.
So that was what, 2010 and 2011.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went to Iowa to compete for the national championship and Tennessee. In Tennessee, we lost it. We lost the final. And then we're like, damn, we have to redeem ourselves. Went back again the following year in Iowa, and that's when we won it. But our team, we were low income, right? So we had to fundraise for our own trips. We had to do car washes, bro.
Jerseys are different colors.
Jerseys are different colors, bro. Like, it was McDonald's before games because that's all we could afford.
Yeah.
But we were so humbled and we were blessed to be part of that core group that made history, bro.
Man, it's amazing too. I think when it's a team like that nothing's given to you, it's like I feel like you're a lot more hungry, you know, because you don't have what the other teams have, but you're trying to prove something.
Exactly.
You know? That's dope, man.
Yeah, and I shout out to all my friends because that group was literally a family. We bonded together, right? We created so many great memories on and off the field. And there's this one particular individual. He was around the wrong crowd, right? And he was like, I stopped doing drugs because of you guys, because they didn't want it to kind of be the one that affected the team.
Yeah.
You know, so I stopped doing drugs. I started to do good in school. And fast forward to today, I look back in that moment, I'm like, wow, that's the power of sport.
Yeah, man.
Like, it changes people's lives.
Yeah, and not only, you guys built a brotherhood, and he felt it, and he was like, man, I can't let him down.
Exactly.
So I have to, whatever stuff I'm doing over here that's negative, I need to change this because it's going to affect the team. And then it's that we mentality, right? It's not just him, it's the entire team. Damn, that's dope, man. So you guys won it. You guys won the whole thing.
The whole thing, bro. We're blessed to win it. Back-to-back champions for State Cup and Regionals. And then we have one national championship under our belt. The AV has a national championship. You know, so that's something I take so much pride on, bro. And then after that, I got scouted to play down below for an academy. So I went down there, and that required a lot of sacrifice.
What position you play?
I played center mid.
Okay.
But I was honestly one of the main leaders in the team. So I started off as a forward, a goleador. I scored a lot of goals. And then when I played club, since I was one of the players that knew more, they put me up in the center mid. So I was center mid, the creative, the one that made the passes, the assist. And then when we won a State Cup and Nationals and all that stuff, I played the center back. Because our coach, he liked playing out from the back. Okay. He loved playing out, touching the ball. Even though I was short, I would get the ball and I would just come out from the ball playing. Mm-hmm. He loved that about me. So I played a lot of different positions. But my main position where I thrived was as a center mid. The one who was the one making the passes, the attacking mid, right? The creator, the one who...
Those are the ones that get the most tired, bro.
Yeah.
They got to run back. They got to run forward. They got to run back, right?
Exactly,
yeah,
bro.
Man. That's what's up. So you say you went to an academy?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was called Real SoCal.
Okay.
So I had shout out to Eric Calvillo. He he now plays for the Salvador national team. He played on the U17 World Cup with the U.S. national team. He's from Palmdale. So he was when I started playing club, he was part of my club team. And then his dad was like, I want to make sure my kid has more opportunities. So then he took him down below to Real Socao and to train with Steve Sampson. Back then, Steve Sampson was the head coach for the national team back in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
So he was training him, and through that, he got an opportunity to play for the national team, the U national team. And then he represented the U.S. national team on the U17 World Cup. So through him, he told my brother, hey, come out to Real Socao, come play with us. So my brother went, and then through him, they found out about me, and then I went over there. And next thing you know, bro, growing up, there's like a core group of players, pretty much the most talented players in the AV who play for that club, for Real Socao.
Yeah.
And then through that, we ended up getting college offers and then playing college ball. But it was a sacrifice,
you went to
bro.
College?
I went to college.
Okay.
Oh, speaking
Where'd
of sacrifice, I went to UC Riverside.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, bro.
What'd you study? What was your major?
I studied sociology and education.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you play too in college?
I also played there, bro.
Yeah.
I played there. But it was a journey. My last year of high school, I broke my leg.
Oh, damn.
So I was out for 2 years.
You played your leg. You broke your leg while playing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
While you're playing, it was going to be the first year my brother Christian and I would play for the same team, and then my dad was really happy, super excited, motivated to see us play for the first time together, and that's what happened.
Man, it's amazing as a parent. Like, you love watching your kids play, and then especially like having two kids play on the same team, and it's like the best feeling, man.
Yeah, bro. But unfortunately, that couldn't happen because I broke my leg.
Yeah.
So I broke my leg, and my high school career ended.
Oh, damn.
You know, ended. And I was really devastated. And I remember looking up in the sky, and I was like, "F you, God." For so long, I was working on this goal, and you took it away from me.
Yeah.
You know, why me? Why not my teammates? I was being selfish.
Yeah.
You know, my brother was there too as well. He looked at my leg. He cried. My teammates too. They're like, "Damn, why Panchito?"
Yeah.
You know, but that moment, bro, made me who I am today. It showed me the power of community. It showed me the power of resiliency. It showed me the power of not giving up. Because a lot of people thought I was done.
Yeah.
Right? But despite it all, I was able to play Division I soccer. Right? And not only that, too. Once I was there at UCR, I got cut from the team, too.
Oh, damn.
I got cut, bro, my sophomore year of college. Because so the offer was, Panchito, you're injured. We're going to give you an opportunity to play for the team. But you're gonna come in as a team manager, and your first year you're gonna do rehab with the team, and the second year, if you're better now, then we could probably offer you a scholarship or a spot. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what, I want to play Division I soccer, so I'm gonna take it. I'm down. Let's go. So by the time it was my second year, I thought I was better. I thought I was doing good now. For college soccer, season starts in September. Preseason is in August, right? And then my father's birthday is August 13. It was August 13, 2015. And then I told my dad, hey, Dad, for your birthday, I'm going to call you and tell you that I made the team, right? Here I was, really excited. I got a call from the coaching staff, hey, Panchito, please come to the office. Mm-hmm. I was like, they're going to tell me that I made the team. So I arrived, bro. They look at me, and they were like, Panchito, unfortunately, we as the staff have made a decision that you're not the level that they want you to be part of this team. So we're going to have to cut you from the team.
Oh, shit.
You know, and I looked in the eyes, and I was like, I'm not a quitter. Give me one more opportunity, and I'm going to prove to you that I belong here. You know, just give me one more opportunity and watch. And so they looked at me, and they're like, you're the first athlete to say that to us.
Yeah.
We're going to honor that and, you know, give you an opportunity to still be part of the team. So and then I called my dad, right? And I was, hey, Dad, I didn't
good
make
news
the team.
and bad
yeah,
news.
Good and bad news. Yeah, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what it was, bro. Long story short, like, fast forward to my third year of college, I finally got rostered. And I finally played, bro. And I debuted October 12th, 2016 against UC Irvine. You know.
Is any of this, like, on YouTube? Like, can we watch any of this?
It's not, bro.
No?
It's not.
Damn.
Yeah, but I'm currently in the process of writing a book. And hopefully publish my journey with people because I want to share with them that when you believe in something, right, the universe is going to align to make that happen if it's meant to be.
Yeah, yeah.
If not, the doors are going to close, bro.
Uh-huh.
And God has other opportunities for you.
Yeah.
Right? So I always believed in myself, bro, and I knew that I had it in me to play Division I. and to go pro as well. I didn't go pro, but that's because God didn't want to, right? So when I achieved that goal of playing Division One, my parents were there, bro, chanting, my teammates as well, the coaching staff, because they saw how dedicated I was to that dream, bro. I was grinding on and off the field, bro. I was the one trying to have good grades. You know, in the classroom, I was the one trying to work hard inside the field. I probably wasn't the best one, but I was putting in the work.
So let me ask you this: what did you do different? Let's say the day that they told you, you know, said, Panchito, we feel like you're not to the level. We're gonna have to cut you. All this time, you've been thinking that I made the team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been doing enough. I made the team. What did you do different for that next year when you actually told them and said, give me one more chance, and they actually did? What did you do different?
Ask questions. How can I improve? You know, when you're at that level, they give you also, they meet with you as well as a one-on-one session and tell you your strengths and your weaknesses. It's up to you to develop those weaknesses, you know, turn them into strengths.
To accept them too, right? Because a lot of times they're like, you don't want to hear it. You don't want you in your mind, you think you're doing the right thing, and you don't like to hear it.
Exactly. So when I saw that report, I'm like, okay, how can I turn my weaknesses into my strengths? And also, I gotta strengthen my mind. Mental toughness as well is really important, right?
Yeah.
Not giving up and truly like believing in yourself, believing in your dreams. And so that's what I did. And I wanted to make sure that if I couldn't contribute right now inside the field, that I would contribute off the field. So I tried to be the one to lead by example,
right,
off the field, right? By taking care of my body, bro, by having good grades, by being involved in the community. And, you know, all those things helped me out to be who I am today and to make an impact also in UC Riverside, because I'm also the youngest one to be inducted into the 40 under 40. So for all alumni, so I graduated from UC Riverside on the age of 40. I was considered one of the best ones. And I got this award when I was 26.
Nice.
I'm not 29.
Yeah,
you know,
that's dope.
So it's dope, bro. And my parents received that award because I'm like, this award wouldn't be possible without my parents,
right?
Because they've been through my whole journey.
Yeah, man.
You know, they were the ones.
It's crazy. Don't you think it's crazy how crazy it is that your dad was the one that said, "Man, I got to get him into doing something. Maybe like he needs to release all this energy in a positive way." And he found soccer, and it just so happened that you freaking loved it, you know. So you kept playing, and that changed the way you were and are. You know what I mean? Damn, that's dope, man. So what happened when it came down to like your pro, like when it was like that time, right? When you were like, man, did you feel like you could have went pro?
I did, but also I didn't. And here's why. Because I broke my leg already, right? And I was struggling to also break into the first team in Division One or get minutes, right? So that's when you start thinking about, okay, like if I'm struggling to be a starter here, like can I truly go pro, right? Again, I was projected to also start my last year of my career in soccer, but a mentor told me, Panchito, soccer brought you here. Is soccer going to take you where you see yourself next? If not, you have to leave it, right? Like, and that's okay. At the end of the day, it's gonna be part of you. And that mentor was an alumni for UC Riverside. He took me under his wing. He gave me a job on campus. He mentored me, and he saw a lot of potential in me.
Right.
Because I was so stubborn, bro. I just wanted to go pro. I was like, school, you know, I just want to.
That's like the ultimate feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, who would you wanted to play for if you would have went pro?
Honestly, bro, when I started my career at UC Riverside, they announced LAFC. So my goal was to play for LAFC, you know, and for Necaxa as well, which is a team that I go for.
Yeah.
But I realized that it's not what you want, but what God wants for you, right? And you had to also look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, okay, is it really for me?
Right.
If not, you have to walk away, right? And in order to do that, you have to have a lot of strength, bro, and courage, and, you know, have that self-reflection moment to truly analyze, okay, the pros and cons about everything. So before fully leaving soccer, like competitive soccer, I went to my room. I locked myself in my room. I started to journal. I started to write the pros and cons. And then once I was concrete and set on my decision, I went to the coaching staff. And the day before preseason for my last year, I told them, I'm done. I'm leaving soccer. I'm leaving the team. You know, and I'm gonna focus on my career now and go all in. And I thank you, coach, for allowing me to be part of this program. You want to know what what I went through to be here, but I can't lie to myself and say that soccer is gonna take me where I see myself next, because it's not.
Yeah. So did you not play that last season, or did you?
I did not.
Oh, you did
I
it.
didn't play my last season.
Oh, damn.
Bro. Yeah.
You were probably about to get the most playing time.
Yes.
Right, of your whole like collegiate career.
Yeah.
And man, I know that's got to be hard.
It was hard, bro. It was harder. That experience, it hurt me more than my heartbreak with the female. You know, it was like,
yeah, man.
It was like breaking up with something that was part of my identity for so long, because I was 4 years old, 3.5 years old.
Right. And were you able to focus on what was next for you? Like, there's no more soccer now. So whatever it was that was next for you, were you able to focus on that? Or did you have thoughts of like, man, did I make the right decision? Like, should I be on the field? Should I be playing soccer?
Bro, so here's an advice that I would like to share to individuals listening to this podcast. Whenever you make a decision, don't make it based on your heart or your emotions. Make it based on your mind. But take time to reflect on it, right? So write the pros and cons and reflect on it. And once you reflect on it for a couple of days or weeks, make that decision and never look back, right? Because you truly like analyzed and took that time. Yeah. And that's always my reasoning behind making decisions.
Right.
So once I made that decision, I knew it was going to be so painful, but I never looked back. I'm like, this is my decision. I just have to look forward. Yeah. And go look into what's next out there for me. And so, was it painful? It was. But I knew it was what I had to do. It's not what I wanted, but I knew that was what was needed. Yeah. And what was best for me long term.
Yeah, man. I heard that from Michael Jordan too. Oh. He said, always go with your gut feel. Like, when you make a decision and stick with it. Don't overthink it. Don't like say like, oh, well, maybe I should go this. Like, whatever decision you're gonna make, go with it, but go in 110%. And that was his mentality too. Like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Like, whether it was him retiring or coming back or whatever it was, he had already made a decision, and he did it no matter what anybody said or no matter what. Man, that's crazy, bro. So you gave up your last. That would have been your last year, right?
Last year, yeah, bro.
Damn. What did your parents say anything? Did your dad? What was his?
Yeah, my parents always supported me in my decisions, because then you have the right mindset and the right approach to life. Mm-hmm. And so, even though I also hurt them as well, because I didn't play my senior year of high school, so my goal was to play my senior year of college.
And here you are not playing it.
And not playing it, but my college coach honored it, and he said, "Hey, Panchito, I still want to honor you for senior night. I want you to walk with your family." So I did.
Oh, that's dope.
I walked with my teammates. I walked with my family, and they honored me as well. And I'm still considered an alumni, even though they didn't play my last year. Yeah. And I still, to this day, keep in contact with the head coach there and my buddies that I went to school with and played with as well in college. Yeah. Because even though they didn't play my last year, I was part of the program for 3 years.
Oh, man, that's what's up, man. Fast forward, right? How did you come about, or how did this connection with AV Alta, how did this come about?
Yeah, bro. So I just love to serve, bro, and I love to give back to the community,
I see you, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're always somewhere, man.
Yeah, bro. It's important, bro. You can't be what you don't see. Yeah. Right? So it's important to give back. And when I was in college in UC Riverside, I was a student athlete. I was the first one from Lake Los Angeles to play Division I soccer. And I always told myself, I don't want to be that last one. So I was there in a class, in a sociology class, and we're talking about kind of like struggles that are, folks in urban communities go through, especially if you're like low income. And I told my professor, man, like, this is what I don't get. Like, we're sociology major, and we're talking about issues that my community is going through. But that's it. We just talk about them. We don't do anything about it. And then he said, so what are you going to do about it? And I was like, bet. So then I went back home, and I was like, what am I going to do about it? Like, how can I help out my community? So then I created a nonprofit. Now it's called Project Rooted Dreamers. Back then it was known as Dreamers Soccer Clinic. I want kids to dream big and pursue higher education, right? And hopefully play college soccer. So once in a year, I'll bring all my buddies who are playing college soccer, in pro soccer, who are from the AV. They'll come back to Lake Los Angeles, do a free clinic and workshop for the parents, and inspire the families and inspire the youth, right? So I started doing that once a year. And, throughout the years, I started to get myself known out in the community for what I was doing. And so when John Smelser had the idea of being in professional soccer in Central Valley, he started asking people about telling people about the project. And then three individuals, William Ortiz, Kyle McClung, and Roberto Castellanos, brought my name up. So they were like, hey, you should connect with Panchito. I think, he's the perfect guy to help you start this project. So then they connected me with John Smelser. And John Smelser and I met over lunch at Don Sal. He's like, hey, buddy, I have this project that I want to start in the AV. What do you think? And I'm like, I'm going to support you. I've been dreaming about this since I started playing soccer. It's on my vision board. Start a professional soccer team.
Yeah.
And so that's how we got started, bro. Yeah, it's amazing. It was John Smelser, Saki Tahari, who's now a sporting director. He was behind the scenes. He was the second guy who knew about the project. William Ortiz as well. And then my boy Wesley, and then and then other people started coming to the picture. So, it's amazing to see how things are now, and to see how like most of us who are working in the front office are local.
Yeah. But that's dope.
Yeah.
So it's dope. It's like local people, local families working for the local team. When was this? How long ago was this whole idea, this lunch? When did this happen?
Yeah, bro. So John Smelser had the idea November 2022, and then we met February of 2023.
Okay.
Yeah. So for that whole year, he was looking for investors, and I was helping him connect with the community.
Yeah.
So I helped him connect with every single high school club coach, every high school soccer coach. I helped him connect with every single club president, with some educators, some politicians, some local business people, and they gave us our mission. They all said, if you're gonna do this project, all we ask for is for you to create civic pride for our residents and give them opportunities for our youth. So that became our mission, bro. And now we're doing just that, by creating a professional soccer team, right, that's gonna play at the Lancaster Municipal Stadium, and hopefully unite the Antelope Valley and rally up and support their local team.
Yeah.
And then regarding the youth, we partner up with the city of Palmdale. So now they're fully funding our academy and the facilities, which means that the best players from the AV can play from ages 15 to 19, can play for our academy, right? And then those best players can hopefully play for our first team. And for this year, we have 5 academy players training already with the first team.
Damn, that's dope. Yeah, man. So you guys, AV Alta is division. What division is it?
We are Division 3.
Okay.
But we have ambitious aspirations to move up to Division 2.
Oh, you guys are able to do that.
Yes, the league's soon going to announce that there could be relegation. So the league wants to do a Division 1 league, so now they're going to be competing against Major League Soccer. Mm-hmm. So now USL, which is the league that we play under, is going to have a Division 1 team, Division 2, and Division 3 leagues, right? So Division 1 league, Division 2 league, Division 3 league. So now teams that win their leagues, they can move up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. And then it's when's the first game here?
Bro, I can't wait for that game, for that day.
Dope.
So we have a stop opener on March 18.
Okay.
It's the U.S. Open Cup. It's the oldest soccer cup here in the United States, where every single team pretty much competes amateur to pro, right? So first game, it's on March 18th, I believe on a Tuesday. And then our official home opener, it's on April 5th on a Saturday night at 7:30 p.m.
Damn. Did the tickets go up for sale already for that game?
Yes, and they're really affordable. Right now, we sold about close to 2,000 season tickets.
What's the capacity?
5,300.
5,300?
Yeah.
Man, that stadium. When I first heard about the soccer team moving up here and playing there, I'm trying to picture how are they going to get because the baseball field was like this, right?
Yeah.
Like and you're like, how are they going to get the soccer field, But it's so dope, like engineers, man, and just people who design how they were able to shift it and create it. But it looks amazing, man. Have you been on the actual field?
Yeah, bro, I have. And for me, it was like, I want to thank John Smelser for the idea, and it takes a village to create something special, and also the construction crew, who was actually building the stadium. And fun fact, one of my high school, no, my elementary buddies was part of that crew. So he would send me updates, weekly.
Like he works for
he works for the construction company who was building the stadium.
The stadium, yeah.
And he was send me updates in the mornings about the stadium, and I was like, wow, it's amazing to see, like, all of us here are playing our little role to create this.
To create it,
like me with the community, Wesley with the marketing and designing, you as a comedian member spreading the word, John with the idea, right? Saki with the recruiting the players, Nini, the GM, our coach, our front office. Literally, we're all playing a role to create something beautiful here in the AV.
Right. Did the owner play soccer before, or is he just has a love for the sport?
He has a love for the sport, and I believe he also played AYSO growing up. Yeah, but he's a big soccer fan. Yeah. And funny story is that he would pass by the stadium, bro. He would pass by the stadium, and then one time he told his wife, hey, like, he would always tell his wife, I want to build a soccer team here, I want to build a soccer stadium. Because back then it was, it was baseball, and the wife was like, John, you're not getting any younger. If you wanted to do it, then do it now.
Yeah.
So he did,
so
bro.
He was like, yeah, let me get at it. Sometimes that's all it takes, man. Is is that little push from your significant other, man? Because a lot of times we're just like, man, I wish I could do that, or I want to do that. Until that little push comes, and then it's game over. So what's your title over at AV Alta? What is it like? What's your what is it that you do?
So now, bro, I am the head of partnerships, but I deal mainly with sponsorships. So right now, in order for us to sustain ourselves as a team, we have to sell tickets and sponsorships, and that's what I do. I'm in charge of raising money for the team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now I'm less involved with the community, and I'm focusing more on like trying to raise funds for that team. And how can we raise funds? Through sponsorships, right? So I go to local businesses and try to create a partnership with them so they can support us, but also we want to support them as well.
Right. Oh, okay. And then do you go outside of the AV too, or are you trying to keep it local here?
Keep it local, bro. I want to keep it local. If I have to go out, I will, but I don't want to. I want to make sure that when people see any company out there in the stadium, that it's a local company, bro. So you go back and support local. Yeah.
What do you think about the jerseys,
bro? Were you part of it, the process?
No, I saw the brand guide.
Okay.
So, and what's crazy is I was looking at the badge before even reading the brand guide, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, why did they do that little that little cut on top? That's kind of odd. Like, it's kind of weird to me that it's not in the middle. And then after reading it because of the poppy, how, and then I was like, oh, okay, now it makes sense. But I like that subtle little design cue on there that it ties into the flower,
Yeah, bro. I love the jersey, especially the home one. We have the Joshua tree, embedded in the jersey.
Yeah, I seen that.
Bro, the Joshua tree it's a
staple,
bro. Here in the AV, bro.
Right?
Yeah, it's like one of the few trees that don't change throughout seasons. That remains the same, right? Yeah. So, for example, I lived in Michigan for 3 years. I was out there for grad school, and what reminded me of home was the Joshua tree, bro. I had to stay rooted in my values, and I don't need to forget where I come from.
Right.
Yeah. And the Joshua tree, bro, means so much to me, and so see it now in the jersey, it was a special moment.
Yeah, and I think it has like all the cities too, right? All the cities and towns from the AV.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's dope. It's a dope jersey, man. And all this is for sale, right? Like they could go on the site and people can purchase them.
Yeah, they could go to www.avaltafc.com. Once they go on the main website, you can on the merch section, they could buy their jerseys, bro, our sweaters, our beanies, our scarves.
Yeah, I know. I was lucky enough, man, to design the inaugural badge for you guys. That's on the scarf. With the Joshua tree. It has a Joshua tree on it, so it was kind of dope for me to, it's like a little piece of me on the team. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a dope, a dope little something that I get to keep. Yeah, bro,
and thank you because it takes a village, right, to create something beautiful, and we can't do it alone. It takes creators like you, bro, and it takes a group of people to create something beautiful. And I think in Spanish, it's la unión hace la fuerza. We have to work together, bro.
Yeah, man.
Collectively.
It's like I look at it like, I think, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Oh yeah, you're young, man. Back in the day, there was this cartoon called Voltron, and it was like it was just a robot, but put together with different. It was just like different characters. It was just dope. Like when you come together, it's dope. Like it's more powerful.
Yeah.
How do you guys go about like the players, like signing these players?
So our GM and our sporting director, right, they go through this platform called White Scout, where they scout players. This is literally a platform, bro, where you just type their name, height, weight, characteristics of the player you're looking for, and then the regions, and it gives you a data of players that fit those interests, bro.
That is crazy.
So that's crazy. But it's a platform to recruit.
Yeah.
And also through partners, bro. We have some agents that we know, that they tell us, hey, we have this player. I think this is a good player based on your profile and what you're looking for. Check them out.
How many of the players that you guys have currently are local?
We have one local player. He's a first signing, Miguel Ibarra.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out to Miguelito. He's also you can be what you don't see, right? So it's a great example of like what it is to grow up in the AV. Leave the AV, bro. Do amazing things with his career because he played with the U.S. national team. He played with León, Minnesota, Seattle Sounders. He had a phenomenal career, and now he returned back to win a championship. You know, so he's a first local player. We have 5 academy players right now playing, training with the first team, bro. And then hopefully in the future we can have more players debuting and playing for our first team, right, through our academy.
Right. So this academy too is like you guys are pulling kids from high school.
Yeah.
Is it from high school and then just training them?
Yeah.
And then on with the hopes of moving them up to play for the team.
Yeah. So our academy director, Vani, he's from Jamaica. He works closely with the head coach from our first team to, tell them about player development, how they're doing, how they're progressing, and then he recommends players to the first team. And so they all work together, bro. It's this ecosystem, right? Where they all work together, they collaborate to support each other. Sometimes our head coach from our first team will come down and just watch a training session for our academy or train them as well.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I know I've known you for maybe a little over a year, maybe a year and a half. It was so dope meeting you. And it was crazy how I was here at the store and I just heard some loud like drums and like all this noise. And I'm like, man, what the hell's what's happening out there, And I look and it's like the 661, right? You guys are just marching down and you guys were marching down to Don Sal's. How is that? Like, it was so dope, like seeing that. Let's talk a little bit about the 661 and how people could, reach out if they want to be part of it, right? And whose idea was it to even do that for AV Alta?
Yeah, it was Johnson Melser. He's a big soccer fan. He approached William Ortiz, who's one of our main founders of the 661 supporting group. And he's the one that spearheaded this whole project with Lord Commander, who's part of the supporter group of LAFC. They both worked together to start this supporter group, bro. So the amazing thing about this project, bro, is that there's no team, there's no name or logo of players, but there's a supporter group already supporting, a team coming to Antelope Valley, bro. So they're just passionate individuals that want to support the team, chant, and during game days. So if you're one of them that wants to pretty much support the team, I encourage you to come out and support us. Follow our supporter group. Their Instagram is the661SG. And during game days, they'll be stationed at the north side of the stadium. It's just standing room only, no seats, and they'll be chanting, bro, and just supporting the team, bro, all 90 minutes.
Those are the new bleachers that they put out there,
yeah,
right?
it's just standing room.
Yeah.
Literally, bro. Pa que canten ahí, bailen,
everything.
And support.
That's dope. Yeah, I can't wait to see that, man, because it was dope to me. Like I walked outside and I'm like, oh, this is dope, you know. And then the big party down at Don Sal's, and that's where, you know, I was lucky enough to meet you, man.
Likewise, bro. Likewise.
You know, like I said, I've only known you for a little bit. I've been, you know, before podcasting, like I still have a brand. I have my brand, Retro Kings. I used to get asked all the time, like, what is your brand about? You know, and then I would sit there and be like, well, it's different things that build my brand. But I said, let me put something concrete so that when people do ask me, I have it. And I like to call it the 5 elements. So in this part of the show, I'm going to ask you a series of questions in regards to these 5 elements that make up my brand, you know, and it's movies, right? I'm big on movies, gangster movies, you know. So when I go into design mode, I like to watch certain movies to get inspired. Athletics, obviously, but mainly basketball, you know. Music is a big part of what makes my brand, right? Business, obviously. And art and design, right? So I'm going to ask you a question in regards to each one of these elements. Okay. I just want to see where your mind space is at. When it comes to movies, right? Let's just say after the first game here home, right? We win. You're on cloud 9. Everything's popping. But it's time to go home and rest and chill. And you turn on the TV, like, what movie is it that you're going to want to watch?
Maybe it'll be Goal. The movie Goal.
Okay.
Santiago Munoz.
Uh-huh.
Every soccer fan, bro, if they play soccer or they're a big soccer fan, they know about that movie. It's about a guy who was scouted in LA playing the Sunday leagues, and he got a tryout to go to Europe for Newcastle United to play. And his journey from being alone, working he would cut grass as a gardener, to playing in the Sunday league, to now playing in Europe in England. And then he saw a journey, bro. A lot of folks could relate to that.
Right.
So that'll be the movie that I'll pretty much watch.
So it's Goal?
It's called Goal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I might have to watch. I don't know if I've even heard of it, but is it available on like Netflix or any of these streaming services?
It's available, I think, on YouTube, and you just type it Goal. You put
Goal movie?
Yeah, Goal movie. You pretty much see it because it's a really well known. Yeah, it's an inspiring movie, bro. It helps me stay humbled. And it reminds me where I come from. Mm-hmm. Keeps me rooted, bro. Yeah. That's
dope, man. That's what's up. Yeah, I didn't even know, man.
Yeah, it's Goal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. When it comes to athletics, right? I know you're a soccer guy. What's been your favorite all-time soccer team? Like your favorite soccer team of all time?
It's called Necaxa from Mexico. They're a really small, humble team in Mexico with so much tradition. They are the only team in Mexico that have the right to have the Mexican flag in their jersey because they represented the national team in a national tournament. They were called Once Hermanos, 11 brothers playing for the same team. They were so good, all Mexican, and Mexico was like, we want them to represent the national team. And they have so much history, bro. They, a lot of famous actors go for that team because of the history. I go for them as well because of my father, but we are really humbled. Right now, we're doing really well as well.
Yeah.
But I identify myself in that team because we're so resilient. We always go through downfalls, bro. We always get up, right? We're kind of always the underdogs, but we prove people wrong. Back in the 90s, we were so good. We were the only team that beat Real Madrid in penalties to win a national tournament. So there's so much history, bro, with that team. And there's just player that I like in that team as well. It's called Alex Aguinaga. That player was supposed to come to Mexico to play for Club America, which is one of the biggest clubs in the country. Mm-hmm. But America was like, you're not ready yet. We're going to send you to Necaxa. So that player ended up staying with Necaxa and then spent almost all his career with that team. And then America was like, we want you back now. He was like, nope, I'm staying with Necaxa because
that's dope.
Yeah, and he stayed there, bro. And he's one of the best extranjeros, players not born in Mexico, to play in Mexico, bro. And he's from Ecuador. Alex Aguinaga. And that's who I am, bro. Like, I'm really loyal, and I love to truly be there for people. And if they supported me, bro, when I was no one, You know, like they have my loyalty, bro.
Right. That's
and
what's
that
up.
player like embodies that, and I looked up to him a lot because he worked hard, bro. Super humble, hardly got any red cards. When he would talk to the press, super humble guy. And I met him. I was like 6 years old, bro, and I took a picture with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know, I heard you mention red cards, and I know you were telling your story when you were little, playing soccer. I mean, how did you get a lot of red cards?
I did not, bro.
Oh.
It was crazy.
You had changed your ways already.
Yeah, yeah. But thing is, I didn't mention this earlier on, but I got expelled in school a couple of times. You know. And
well, yeah, you did. You said you threw the boot at the teacher.
Yeah, bro. I got expelled. I have an accent, but I have an accent because in the valley, I was going to school that was all Spanish, and then once I moved out here to the AV, it was all English. Mm-hmm. So I was in 3rd grade, bro, and I told my mom, I'm not learning English. I don't like the language. I'm not going to learn it. And so they set up a meeting, the school, the principals. My parents are like, hey, Panchito doesn't want to learn English. Like, either he learns it, or he talks it, or we have to fail him. So I failed, bro. I failed 3rd grade because I refused to learn English.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And I told my parents to this day, it's because I stayed rooted in what I believe in and in my culture.
That's good.
You know?
That's good, but it cost you. It cost you a whole grade.
It cost me a whole grade, bro. But that's what life is, right? You gotta stay true to yourself.
Right. All right, man. Moving on, man. Yeah, Necaxa, I've heard of it. I have a couple homies that they actually. I have a couple homies that had actually gone for Necaxa, and then they moved to. They're America fans now, and I don't know why, but
they win more, bro. They win more.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like America is like the Lakers, right, in basketball. Mm-hmm. Music. All right. Let's say it's opening day, right, and you're in charge of, doing the very first song to get the people hyped up, right? Like we're gonna play this at full volume because we want everybody in the stadium to start cheering. What song are you gonna choose?
I was just talking about it with my roommate and also the GM, Nini. It will be a song by Vicente Fernandez, Volver, Volver.
Okay.
Yeah, just because we also did an intro already with the horse going around in the Joshua tree.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the videos that you guys have done.
Yeah. So that'll probably be one of the songs too that we put in there as well as an intro, just to hype up the community, the crowd.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. When it comes to business, I know now you're head of, partnerships. Do you find it difficult when you go out looking for sponsors? Obviously for something great. Mm-hmm. This is something that's never been done out here, But do you find it hard talking to these businesses, to get them on board?
Mm-hmm. No and yes. Here's why. Because I just go out there, bro, and I share my testimony, my journey, and I show them what we are building and creating. And I tell them it's not about me, it's not about you, it's about the community. Like, your contributions literally making an impact in the community, in this team. Some people see the vision and some don't. But it's part of life, right?
Right.
Rejection is God's protection. And so whoever...
Wait, say that again?
Rejection is God's protection.
Okay. That's
right?
what's up.
So it's like, yeah, bro. And so if they say no, that's fine.
Right.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
And life goes on.
That's a good way to look at it, man. That's and not stay, like it's time to move on. Mm-hmm. That's dope. The last one here, right, is art and design. When you first saw the brand guide, that the design company sent over to you guys with the name and everything, how did you feel about it?
I was, at first, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical about it. I'm like, it's something different, especially the off of it, right? It's kind of the angles of the B2 bomber. Mm-hmm. So it was something different. But I got accustomed to it. Now I embrace it. Now I love it. Yeah. But it took me a while to truly embrace the logo, bro, and the guidelines, and love it. The colors are dope. I love the colors. Yeah. The angles as well. And to be honest, I wasn't a fan of the logo at first, but now I love it, bro. And it's our logo.
Right. Yeah, I think sometimes too we, as designers or just in general, people in general, we don't like something until we start seeing it more and more, and then you start seeing it on merch or you start seeing it on billboards, and then it starts growing on you. Yeah. And I felt the same way. Like even with the name, AV Alta, and then it kind of reads like Alta, you know, and then so it's kind of difficult. And then I was like, why they call it AV Alta? And then you start looking at the history, and you go back to like why they came up with that name and the colors and everything.
Talking about history, bro, you come out actually in our video, in a promo video. I'm not sure if you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You're like dancing.
Yeah.
Brenda.
Yeah. When you guys had the event right here.
Event. We always show that video, bro, to our potential partners.
Yeah, that was a huge event, man.
Yeah.
It was amazing, bro. Like, just and that's why I say, like, you're always in the mix, bro. You're always there, you know. You're always every picture I see for AV Alta, you're in it, man. You're in it. Well, shit, that's what's up, man. I wanted to get your feedback on a couple of the, you know, these elements that create my brand. Moving forward, man, I know you have a running club.
Yeah, bro.
Right? How's that going, and why did you create it?
Bro, I am a man of faith, right? And when I broke my leg, right, God showed me that He never does things to kind of harm us. There was a purpose behind it, right? So when I broke my leg, God showed me the power of community. Literally, bro, like the amount of people that rallied around me to support me, to show me that they were there for me, and it was, I can't really, I'm lost for words, bro, because they were there for me, like, through it all.
Right.
And I've always been a man of faith. You know, sometimes, like when I went to Michigan, bro, I lost myself because I went to Michigan, bro. I was good, grad school, full, you know, I had a full ride there. They were paying for my housing. I was working. So I'm like, I'm good. I don't need God, right? But we always need God in our lives, bro. And so when I came back, I was trying to figure things out. You know, we connect with people, kind of like connect with folks in this community, because I've been gone for so many years. And then recently connected with an individual named Kimi Correa. She's a believer as well, super knowledgeable about the Word of God, and she also loves running. So she was like, hey, let's go run in the mornings. Let's go run. And I'm like, the only time I'm available is in the morning. She was all right, then let's meet up in the morning. So we went, we ran. And then we were talking about starting the running club. And I was like, hey, man, I always like doing things with purpose. If we're going to do a running club, let's end it with prayer. And she was like, I'm down. So then, you know, we just started promoting it on social media, bro, in September of last year. And now we have about an average between 20 to like 40 people show up, bro.
Damn, where you guys run? Where you guys do that?
So we run across the AV.
Okay.
So we sometimes run here in Lancaster, in Palmdale, Courts Hill, and then every Thursday we go get a cafecito. So we go and support local. We don't go to Starbucks or any, you know, chain coffee shop. We like to support
like
local.
A mom and pop.
Exactly, bro. And then we also do like our devotional. So we run between 3 to 5 miles, and then Kimi, she will go ahead and kind of do a devotional for that day, and then end it with prayer. And now we share the highs and lows. So I think it's really important, bro, as a community to be there for each other. So I try to create safe space for our members to share their highs and share their lows. Sometimes they see me that, oh, Panchito has it all. But no, sometimes I'm struggling. And if they hear that from me, that, oh, wow, like, I don't know. Yeah, the same. Yeah, same with me. And now we create a community where we support each other, right? And that's pretty much the whole purpose of AV Run with Faith.
Oh, man, that's what's up. And that's what it's called? AV
Run?
AV
Run with Faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you got to need some merch for that. That way you guys all, you know, you guys are all wearing the same thing when you guys are out there.
Let us know how can we collaborate, bro. Love to. They've been asking about
that's
it.
That's what's up, man. What time do you guys run?
So we run early in the mornings, bro.
What is early?
At 6 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, every Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I'm waking up at 5:30, 6 a.m.
Okay.
So you guys are running at 6 a.m. You guys probably run for a couple hours.
No,
about an hour.
We run for like 20 to 30 minutes.
What? You guys are doing
3 to 5 miles.
5 miles in 30 minutes?
So, yeah, depending. Sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd be way back in the back. Like, let's wait for Ness.
All right.
Yeah.
So, in that case, bro, you could run 3 miles, right? Or you
I'll get a head start. Or I'll get a head start.
It's up to you. You could run between 3 to 5 miles, right? Like, on average, most of us run just 3 miles. Sometimes we run 5 miles. But it's just, let's say, like in your case, if you want to come out and you are just starting, you could just walk. You can just walk and jog, or you can just do 1 mile.
And then everybody that runs that day, they share their highs and lows. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, those who want to.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, we end it with the devotional and then with the prayer.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, bro, like let's say like if you show up on this Tuesday, you know, to our running club, and you want to just do 1 mile, just walk it. As long as we are back by 6:50, to start our devotionals and our highs and lows.
Right. Oh, that's what's up, man. I'm gonna have to jump on that one at least once, because I know at that time I'm getting ready to go to work. So for me, it's usually in the afternoon, late in the evening is when I have time. Okay. You know.
Also, bro, we run once a month on a Saturday.
Okay.
So that's an option for you, bro, for our viewers here.
Yeah. So now there's no excuses.
Yeah.
Because I don't work on Saturdays.
Yeah. Saturdays in the morning.
Oh man. Hey, yo. So there's this other part of the show, right? We like to call Ayo Ness. Okay. The reason why I created this show is to shine a light on the people that I've met throughout the years, and that's why it's called Friends of the Program, right? This is your opportunity to ask me a question, right? Because, throughout the 20 plus years that I've been in business, there's always questions like, Ness, how do you design? How do you do this? How do you, So this is an opportunity when I have a guest for them to ask me a question. So, the mic is all yours, man.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I was waiting for this moment. So I saw this, what is this called?
The world is yours?
The world is yours, yeah. So I wanted to know, like, what's your meaning behind this? Like, for you.
Do you know where that's from?
No, can you please let me know?
So that's from the movie Scarface, my all-time favorite movie. Like, I've said it before, like if I'm struggling, like I'm trying to design and I have designer's block, I turn my computer off, I go to the living room, turn on Scarface, even if it's for 30 minutes. But just watching Scarface does something to me. It gives me goosebumps. And then I go back in the lab and I start creating. The whole meaning behind why Scarface is my favorite movie, when you get to watch it, it's a movie from, someone coming from Cuba, right? They're on a boat. They get to Miami, and although it's a drug movie, I like to look at it from the struggle as part of it, and then from the hustle part of it. He comes to Miami, and I like a part where him and his buddy, they end up getting a job at a little restaurant, and across the street there's this club, right? This big club, and the guy's like over there doing dishes. And he's looking at all these dope cars pulling up, dudes with, gold chains and suits and fine ladies. And they're just all going into this club, right? And he's like, nah, like he knew he was doing the wrong thing, So he got into the drug biz, right? But the way I like looking at it is how he grew, like, again, resilient. Like he didn't give up, and he just kept going and going and going until he was on top of the world. And that's where that comes from. The world is mine, or the world is yours, my bad. But another thing too is the same thing with me. Like my parents, I was born in El Salvador. My parents left me there with my grandparents to come here so they could get a better life, right? 3 years later, they brought me here. So they were without me for 3 years, almost 3 years, right? And then just growing up in LA, just seeing my parents hustle, working a job and then doing, a part-time hustle on the side. My dad used to take pictures. He was a photographer. And my mom would go like door to door selling these little coupons, like a $5 coupon for an 8x10, like you couldn't do that now because of how it is. But back then, like they go to a little, they could go to Pacoima. And they'll, my dad would be the photographer, but he would have like 3 or 4 ladies selling these coupons. And then my dad would come back, take all these pictures, and then he would come back and show them the slides. And then that's his way of like selling, and then you get the free, you get the $5 8x10, but you can order packages. And that was my dad's expertise.
Okay.
So me seeing that, it just gave me like motivation too, to do something. Not just have a job, but do something too on the side, something that I can grow into an actual business. And that's where, like, the connection from the movie to real life is for me, is how, I've never given up. I've been doing this, I've had my brand now, Retro Kings. I've had it for over 10 years now. But before that, I had another brand, and I've been doing this for over 20 years. And it's been a roller coaster. Right. But but I've never given up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where that comes from. And that's why, you know, Scarface is like my favorite movie of all time.
Wow,
and you got to watch it, bro.
You
just got to make time. You got to make about 3 hours.
3 hours.
It's a little bit over.
Can I see the segments?
Yeah, it's like 3 hours worth, but you're going to watch and you're going to be like, damn, that's dope.
I do have another question, bro, but the word is yours. It could be yours as well if you just, you know, believe in yourself, in your dreams, like you did, bro. What would you say if you were to see your younger self? What would you tell him?
Well, I would say not to give up, you know, and I think that's something like I try to tell people too. Like, if it's something you truly love, you know, and again, like, don't just do something because you see another person doing it and they're making a ton of money, right? Don't just do it for that reason. You know, do it because you love to do it. And again, it's going to be ups and downs. But when you're down here, don't feel like you need to give up because it's not working. Maybe you just got to change a few things here and there. You know, you have to adapt to something else, you know, but don't give up. And then, you know, I would say that. And then I would say, listen, you know, when you're younger, even from parents or mentors or whatever it is, a lot of times we don't like to listen, you know. So me at 50, what I would tell myself at 17 is listen. Like, don't just jump the gun, listen, and then take action, you know?
Yeah.
So that would be it.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, those were some great questions, man. Moving on, right? Where do you see yourself?
Yeah.
Right? 5 years from now.
See, this is where my faith comes in, bro. I let go of my future. I know what my purpose is, which is to serve people, make an impact, and whatever God takes me next, that's where he wants me to be, right? Because I have my goals in mind. There's 3 things that I want to achieve, and you guys are probably the first ones to know that, because I keep it to myself. The first one is fulfillment. I want peace, and I want to do things that fulfill my heart and that I enjoy doing, which is serving the community, bro, making a difference in the community, right, in individuals' lives. 2, community impact. I just want to make my community better, the AV, Lake Los Angeles, right? And I'm going to do that by donating my time and financially, right? My ROI is not money. It's the kids. I'm going to invest in the kids, but as long as they develop and they come back and invest in other kids, right? So for me, that's my ROI. I'm going to donate money. I want to create a scholarship fund for, to give out scholarships to kids in Lake Lake. I want to fully fund several soccer teams in Lake Lake so kids from that community can play for free. In return, I just want them to have good grades and volunteer time in the community. That's what's up. And the last one is financial freedom. Money is a tool, and I want to use money to achieve those things, right? To give back to my community. I don't really want money to have the best cars, the best house. I want to use it, bro, to make my community better. Because growing up, an individual told me, if you want to serve no one, an outsider is not going to invest in your hometown, Lake Los Angeles. Because when they come out here as an investor, they're seeing no ROI. So if someone's going to, invest in this community, it needs to be someone local. Right. And I told myself internally, well, that person is going to be me. And I'm working towards it. And right now I'm starting investing by mentoring students, right? By creating nonprofits, and hopefully I'll be in a position where now I could invest my money, and impact people and have those people impact other people. Yeah,
that's what's up, man. Hey, so you lived in that Lake LA,
yeah,
right? I read somewhere, or I don't know if someone told me that Disneyland was supposed to open in Lake LA. So it was between Lake LA and where they're at now in Anaheim.
Oh, shoot.
And there was a lake out there at one point, right?
Yeah.
Or something. So they were going to build the theme park out there. Can you imagine like what that would have been?
Yeah.
Damn, that would have been.
Especially for this community.
Yeah, man. And another thing, Lake LA, bro, and I was telling you earlier, there's a really good pupuseria in Lake LA, man. It's Las Delicias.
Las Delicias.
Yeah, man, it's bomb.
So pull up to Lake and go support.
You got to try it, man. You got to try it. Yo, we're getting towards the end of the show. But before we go, I'm going to give you the opportunity. you know, let them know, give them your socials, you know, contact info, whatever you want to give them in case they want to follow you, in case they want to join you on a run, you know. It's all yours, man. Just let them know.
Yeah, bro. Thank you. Well, follow me on Instagram. I am under Pachis7. Follow our social media accounts for our running club. It's AV Run with Faith. Heavy Alta, we are on Instagram as AV Alta FC. For our supporter group, we are there as the661 SG. And I just want to let you know that you know, you are loved and that God loves you. You have a purpose in this world, but it's up to you to take a step back and reflect what that purpose is. Tap into it, and don't live life like kind of like the rat race, right? Like truly live your purpose, because I realized a lot of people, bro, die not tapping into their purpose, bro, not tapping into their potential.
Yeah.
You know, and that's sad. I'm trying to change that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to just like
you,
bro. You literally are doing what you love.
Yeah. I didn't think I loved. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think I loved this when I first started. And Mike will tell you, man, like it was. My first episode was crazy, bro. But I've learned, like, it is a love of mine now. Like, to have guests on here, man, and to be able to have these conversations, you know. Also, man, I see you dripped out in some Thank God merch, man. What's up with that?
Yeah, bro. So I'm one of the ambassadors for Thank God. So they gave me this. Shout out to them.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, they're on Instagram as Thank God. Again, I'm really spiritual, bro. I'm going through a spiritual journey as well, where I just want to, you know, raise awareness. You know, God has done a lot of miracles in my life. I am where I am because of Him.
Right.
You know, and so I want to be really transparent and vocal about it. You know, whether that is through my actions, whether that is through my platforms, or through what I wear.
Right. That's what's up. Well, Panchito, man, my brother, thank you so much, man.
Appreciate you.
Man, like I said, I've been wanting to have you on here for a minute, and I'm glad that I finally did, man. Thank you all for watching, for listening, man, and on to the next one, man. Peace.
Yep. Peace.